Hello and welcome to the April 2nd Select Board meeting. The board is present minus Mike and Tom. We have the town clerk, we have the town manager, member of the planning board. Let us stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First, we have the approval of our meeting minutes from March 19th.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of March 19th.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. All right. First public comment. Name and address.
Hi, Michael LaRue, 263 Pine Hill Road. I'm here today as just a member of the public that it's come to my knowledge that the town has been doing stuff without pulling permits, and I just wanted to speak on that. There's a generator out there that has a stop work order, and also a public works generator, and then the plumbing in the women's bathroom. I know that things are working them out, but it's good to make that publicly known that when you expect us to get permits and the town doesn't, even if the town doesn't have to pay for the permits, it's still a good thing to have the permits. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I just find that, kind of weird that. Other than that, we did a tour of the wastewater facility, and that place is really nice. Both Jay Wheeler and Mike Tibbetts gave us the tour, and they have plenty of supply and demand, and there's a lot of room for expansion already because of prime tanning. And that was pretty much it.
Terrific.
All right.
Thank you.
I just want to bring up, I know that we're on the heels of a potential another storm, but the last time, 2 weeks ago, we had a storm, and it was nice to see that we had a volunteer who set up the warming center at the town hall. We had some citizens who used it, and I'm just glad to see that's functioning, and hopefully that'll be available if we lose power and we need to do that as well. So it was just good to see that, that plan come to fruition. I know we talked about it in the budget last year about doing that happen. So thank you to Lisa Husis, who volunteered, and the fire chief, who kind of organized it and put it together, as well as you, James. That was good to see. And if the town loses power for a significant amount of time, the community should look to see that may be a possibility of opening as well. And please understand there's a difference between having it open for heating and stuff as opposed to an actual shelter overnight. But that was the first thing. Second thing, I just wanted to give kudos again to the Berwick Rec Department. They had their annual Easter egg hunt, and there was lots of kids there. There were lots of happy kids there. And they did a great job getting things out there, even though it was a little windy and the eggs were blowing all around. But the kids had a great time, and it's good to recognize them, that they continue to do things for the citizens. That's all I have.
Terrific. I will close public comment. We have no public hearings, no reports of committee, no department reports, no guests or presentations, no unfinished business. Town manager's report.
We had some oil that was found during the Moulton Street project.
What?
What
Oil?
was that?
Yeah, some oil. Oil, yeah.
Oil.
So
Like I drilled into the earth and...
no,
Okay.
we're not rich. No, we're not rich. No, we're not entirely sure on the source, but it logically would be if someone dumped it down the storm drain.
Yeah.
It accumulated down there. Early indications that it's a relatively minor issue, thankfully. There is some contamination there that we're working through testing. So basically, what's happening with the MS4 project is it's a slight delay at this point as they send it out for test to determine what level of remediation is needed. We do, part of our MS4 program, we do test and collect water samples. So if this is a continual thing, we'll we'll find out who's polluting in our stormwater system. But it might have just been a historical thing, and we just don't really know the time frame of it. I have a couple of things that were printed off. Bi-monthly submittal guidelines. Marie will be here at the next meeting to go over that. We just realized we have some things submitted to the bi-monthly, and just realized we really had no criteria. If there's something that seemed like it maybe didn't fit, to have something that's approved by the select board would just actually give us some teeth and some deference to what can or can't be in the bi-monthly. Also printed out is the community garden land use agreement. It will also be something for the next meeting to dive into further. Some of the lease terms talked about, maybe 20-year lease term, and then some provision if it kind of goes defunct of flushing that out. So Emerita provided us with this draft. There's some good language in there for a start, but we can do the deeper review next meeting. And as Linda said, we're looking at a weather event for Thursday, which means planning board may be canceled if town hall's closed. But if we're looking at an extended power outage, then we will look at opening town hall as a warming center. And luckily, we were the only place, like one of a handful of places in Berwick that actually had Wi-Fi and power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
it's
so yeah, that completes my report.
good. Thank you.
Any questions for the town manager? Okay. Select board communications. Just another Xfinity note. Changes to the channel lineup, and some subscription-based stuff is going up in price. Typical Xfinity notifications. Accounts payable. All right. We have a payroll warrant number 71 from March 28th in the amount of $87,950.40. We have an account payable warrant number 72 from March 28th in the amount of $111,985.81. Accounts payable warrant number 73 from March 28th in the amount of $47,623.54. Payroll warrant number 74 from April 4th, the amount of $83,057.74. Accounts payable warrant number 75 from April 2nd, in the amount of $6,341.96. And accounts payable warrant number 76 from April 2nd, in the amount of $80,503.30. I make a motion that we pay our bills.
I second the motion.
Any further discussion?
Is there a reason how come they're dated the same but they're all separate? Why they weren't all put together? One more?
That's just accounting stuff. It's happened many times that way. All those in favor? Moving on. New business. To set a public hearing date for the June 11th, 2024 town meeting, the town clerk recommends May 21st, 2024. Any questions or issues with that?
No.
I make a motion that we set the public hearing date for the June 11th, 2024 town meeting election for May 21st, 2024.
I second the motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? We have to set the polling hours for the June 11th, 2024 town meeting election. The town clerk recommends 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're not going to make it 6 a.m., I promise.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion that we set the hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for polling on June 11th, 2024.
And I will second the motion.
Any further discussion?
One question.
Yeah.
Are we going to, no, I don't see it. Are we going to close so that your staff can be upstairs?
I'm not sure yet, which is why I didn't put that out. I have a GA caseworker who now works 8 to 2 on Tuesdays, so I'm thinking of keeping customer service open from 8 to 1,
Okay,
so she can do GA appointments if needed.
okay.
So, but I gotta work that through, and it depends upon how many volunteers I get to work the polls.
All right,
So, thank you.
let us know.
I will. Thanks.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? All right. No quitclaim deeds, no abatements. Any second public comment? All right, I'll close second public comment. We will have an executive session for discussion of personnel. No decisions will be made in that discussion, so I won't be coming back out. Any other business non-agenda items that anybody wants to discuss?
I have the 4 quitclaim deeds back to Tibbetts, so they paid off the back taxes for the automatic foreclosures.
Okay, so they are completely paid up. 4
4 out of the 5 properties.
4
Okay.
out of the 5 properties, okay?
Did we make some sort of agreement on the last one, or is that just going to roll forward? And
They have approximately 30 days to make the payments, so there's,
It was 60
No.
days to start, and they're
Yeah.
halfway through.
Yep.
Okay.
okay.
Do we need to do any kind of vote, or we just?
yep, I need a vote to approve the deed, the quitclaim deed back to the
Okay.
property owners.
And these are they're all verified, paid, all good.
Yep.
Can I do this as 1, or should I do it as 4?
You can do it as one.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the municipal quitclaim deed without covenants for map R059, lot 004-A, map R059, lot 001-002, map R055, lot 003, and map R059, lot 004.
I second the motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? All right, we will get those all taken care of. Any other non-agenda items? The other thing I'd like to add is that we went to the Easter egg hunt. It was very nice. It was very windy, like it was last year. It was much more fun with the playground there for the kids while they were waiting, and
Yeah.
everybody seemed to have a great time there. We felt bad for the people that showed up late. We were there, 10, 15 minutes early. Started at 10. Started right at 10. We were out of there by about 10:08, and there were people showing up at 10:08, ready to walk in with their baskets, and I felt bad because I knew there was not much there left. So punctuality is important when it comes to Easter egg hunts, I promise you. The storm, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I've heard anything from 1 inch to 12 inches and
Yeah.
everything in between. We had one storm already this year that was like going to be 6 inches that turned into nothing. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But just everybody stay safe. Make sure you have your contingencies planned. And don't go out driving unless you have to, because that's the worst thing you can do. Don't just go driving around. All right, I'll make a motion that we enter executive session under Title I, subsection 4056A for the discussion of personnel.
Second the motion.
All those in favor? All right, good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye, Mike.